On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At center, Trace Jackson Davis. At shooting guard, Dennis Schroeder. At small forward, Andrew Wiggins. At the other forward position, Draymond Green. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Curry.
Thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here and check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Timberwolves. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And checking out Golden State, sitting there 4 spots below.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Stephen Curry's out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now here's Gobert. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. On offense, here are the Warriors. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often, went their way.
Pass to Randall. Here's McDaniels, covered by Wiggins. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. That shot off. Wiggins with some nice D. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire five guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry's shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Randall after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And the three ball is good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The shot by Curry, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to Edwards. And the three off target.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Curry dishes to Schroeder. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
DiVincenzo against Curry. And the basket by Edwards. Right about the middle of the season right now, RJ. When do you think it's most important for a team to be hitting its stride?
Finding its stride at any part of the year is great. You want that momentum, but the goal is to start to peak right before the playoffs so you have a great stretch when it counts most.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for McDaniel. And the Warriors also making a change. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Green. Warriors trail by 5. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Back to Curry. Puts up a deep three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Schroeder against DiVincenzo. Outside Conley. Here's Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 7 points for Anthony Edwards.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wiggins outside. Here's Curry, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Minnesota.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Curry. This one for 3. Curry with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. coach Chris Finch said, he's given us everything and more. Conley says, to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Outside Edwards. And he banks in the layup. And 11 points for Anthony Edwards.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Curry against Conley. Curry looking around. Jacks up a three. No good that time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's McDaniels in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Look at how effectively Green uses his body, disrupting the defense with the screen and making some room for himself.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
And the first one drops. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories. But I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Count that one. Reed's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Looney. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. There's the screen. Inside. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. That one goes in. Alexander Walker's got his first points in this one. Warriors trail by 14. Hield the pass to Waters. Back to Hield. Rebound, Minnesota. Alexander Walker on the wing. Covered by Hield. Reed with a screen on Green. McDaniels passes to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Podziemski with it, covered by Conley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Joe Ingles. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Healed outside. Pass to Podziemski. 6 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got 10 points.
Does Steph Curry have the greatest jumper ever? Well, yes. And the bucket was another reason why I say yes.
And here's Conley outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And here's Looney. Here's Podziemski. It's good from long range.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside Edwards. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside Conley. Randle passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Takes it off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Healed with a screen on Conley. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Gobert. Wiggins against Randle. Now here's DiVincenzo. No good that time. Wiggins up top. It's stolen by Randle. One-on-one here. Here's DiVincenzo. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Conley, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You know, kind of odd to see a lefty in today's game, but Conley is a player you have to anticipate properly, or he'll use your mistake to get the and one.
The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And that one falls for Mike Conley. But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Now, here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He gets that one.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
First free throw is good.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Gobert drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Here's Edwards. Drilled from 11 feet out. Edwards got 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Timberwolves ahead, up by 16. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I think their bench was the biggest difference. These guys came aggressive on the offensive end, not afraid to put the stamp on this game.
Yeah, some confident personalities up and down that roster. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. Okay, fellas, Sporty Kayla says, if you guys weren't basketball stars, what would you have done for a living? Good one.
Probably save more lives. I am a doctor.
Honorary Shaq. That's not the same.
That's Dr. O'Neill to you. Don't be disrespectful. I went to class.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Curry has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, in at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center. Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. Edwards with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Wiggins to the middle. Out to Edwards. And yes, it's good. Edwards got the first basket of the third quarter for Minnesota.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Now Edwards. He's got 15. Pass to McDaniels. The three connects from three-point range. McDaniels got 4 points this quarter.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Back to Curry. Shoots the three. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's McDaniels. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Green, no luck.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Pass to Jackson Davis. On the wing, Wiggins. And here's Schroeder. Edwards defending. Curry against DiVincenzo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen and roll.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Warriors, Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. And that one falls for Jackson Davis. Here's Conley. He's got 5. Pass to McDaniels. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. There's the three. Good on the triple. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the night.
And give credit to Gobert there. Excellent pass to an open teammate.
Green finds Pajemski. Back to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got 6.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Gobert down low, covered by Wiggins. Gobert double-teamed and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Randall outside. Just 3 to shoot. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniels. Then for the Warriors, Looney comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Anderson in for Green.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's Pajemski, covered by Conley. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Looney, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Randall. He's got 5. A 3-ball. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The playmaking of Hill, it's really improved over the years.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Conley. D right on him. Ingles against Wiggins. Pass to Alexander Walker. The three-pointer is right on target. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Wiggins. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
It's picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defense.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Miller is out there with Reed. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Conley. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Hield. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Here's Waters. No good on the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Alexander Walker finds Miller. Here's Reed. The Warriors pull it in. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hield left side. Pass to Looney. Here's Waters. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Conley. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It's always a positive thing for this offense when Conley puts pressure on.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Here's Waters. Ingles covering. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Free throw good. Podziemski. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Looney down low. Over by Conley. Three-pointer, Heel. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 16. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. For three, Edwards. Curry with the rebound. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Anderson passes to Looney. He had stolen by Ingles. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Ahead. And Edwards slams it in.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Podziemski with it. Edwards defending. Here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Green comes in for Kyle Anderson. Wiggins is checked in for Buddy Hield. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Gobert, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Give him that. Gobert unstoppable if he can catch it that close.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Now here's Schroeder. Edwards defending. Schroeder against Edwards. Inside. Here's Jackson-Davis. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Down low. Here's McDaniels. Gobert in the corner. For three, Edwards. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Timeout called the Warriors. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Warriors trail by 20. Now here's Curry. Healed outside. Fires from deep. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Curry. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McDaniels. DiVincenzo against Curry. 6 to shoot. Fades away. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Curry with it. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. It's all about our defense. When we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.